Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Thad in Yisra'el with another video. Another dang video about the same exact stuff that is not going to stop. So I was scrolling down Facebook and I saw a post from the NRA. Well, not from the NRA, but it was in Palmetto State Armory. It was a screenshot of something that the NRA said. I actually have it right here. It said, breaking, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit just ruled that there is no right to carry, either openly or concealed in public. The ruling impacts laws in Hawaii, California, Arizona, Oregon, Washington, and so on. So, it also said the NRA was not this was not an NRA case, but we are exploring all options to rectify this. Well, hey, how about you had been in that fight already? I'm pretty sure you knew the case was out there for you to hear about what just happened in the case. Well, why didn't you send support in the first place? Yeah, because that's not how these groups are actually set up, like I said before. So, again, it's just so funny to hear the NRA saying that because during that whole case, they were non-existent. And again, that's why I myself, I do not support actually supporting these people any longer. And I'm completely fine with their organizations falling flat on their faces. And that includes organizations like the Firearm Policy Coalition and the other gun rights groups as well, because enough is enough. Enough is enough. What do you mean people don't have the right to keep and bear arms outside of their house? Oh, that's right, because if you did that, you can actually fight back against tyranny like the Second Amendment was formulated for. But most of us, what's even sadder is most of us, they don't want to stand up and fight against tyranny. Most of us would probably just want to blow things up in our backyards, own whatever guns they can own, and protect themselves from the average thug walking down the street carjacking people. Some people don't even want to do that, but hey. But for those of you who are not familiar with Young versus Hawaii, which is the case that was just ruled on by I want to say it was in bonk. I swear I cannot say that. Bonk. Can't say it at all. It was just ruled on by the Ninth Circuit, a larger panel of judges, because the first time that it was ruled on, it was by, I want to say, a three panel of judges, and they ruled that it was unconstitutional for the state of Hawaii to do what they were doing. And then the state of Hawaii appealed it naturally to a larger pool of judges, and judges gonna do what judges do, and that is not rule in favor of the people and their rights. Like I said before, all three branches of government are clearly corrupt. All three branches of government are working together. They are not being the checks and balances as they were designed to be, to check and balance out the structure of power, where they're all working with power for each other against you, the people. So it's super sad that the people don't actually understand just how much they are being screwed over by this. The people don't understand that the fact that you don't have a right to bear arms outside of your house means if you are ever ambushed, you might as well lay over and die. That's pretty much what they're saying. Because if you shoot somebody with a gun that you shouldn't have had outside of your house, you're more than likely going to jail. And who wants to go to jail because they defended themselves? That's worse than death, honestly, because jail sucks. But that's why I've been saying that I'm really tired of these gun rights groups, because it is time, like I said before, it is time to draw lines in the sand. It's time for these gun rights groups to start calling their members and saying, hey, this is what we're going to do. Are you going along with us? It is time to start forming militias, or at least one big militia under the same exact banner. Because you have all these groups out here. You have Proud Boys, you have three percenters. I mean, you have so many damn groups out here, and everybody could be all in cahoots together. Everyone could be running with each other, talking to each other, and working with each other. Instead, we're all in our own little groups, in our own little corners, thinking we're going to fight some war all by ourselves. That's not how that's going to happen. Um, but it's even worse because naturally most people don't believe that they can fight against this, and I get it. You know, we're dealing with a lot of conservatives as well. A lot of conservatives are Judeo-Christians, so we believe in the Bible, but apparently not really. Because I remember a passage in there where it said, "Is this the great beast that shook and rocked the world? Is this the great beast that people were so afraid of? This beast right here that was easily defeated?" Well, there's a reason why people don't understand why that beast would be so easily defeated, because they don't understand the merchant system. They don't understand Mystery Babylon. Most people, especially, say, Hebrew Israelites, they seem to believe that Mystery Babylon is just America, not understanding that it's an entire system throughout the entire world, the merchant system. If we all decide to stop participating in the merchant system, we all decide to stop participating in the systems that are in place. If we all, I kid you not, if we all decide we don't want to be a part of this crap anymore, it's not going to work. It's no longer going to be valid. If we all decide we are no longer giving you consent to govern us, I'm no longer giving you the consent to rob me of my wages, I'm no longer giving you consent to any of this. All the people who repossess cars decided we're not going to repossess cars. It's people who decided they were going to foreclose on homes. The actual agents that work for the banks that are going to go out and talk to the courts to get warrants. If the police decided they weren't going to issue those warrants, and they go back to the court and tell them to do it themselves, and then the court then has to go back to the bank and say, hey, we couldn't get anybody to enforce this, so do it yourself. Well, guess what? It's not going to matter. That bank is going to have a very hard time repossessing everybody's house. And that's the reason why people don't actually want to fight. That is the exact reason why people, for so long, they've been just laying down and taking it, because they're afraid of what it is that they will actually lose. They're afraid to lose their house. They are afraid to lose their car. They're afraid to lose their job, which, I mean, I understand. We all should be afraid to lose those things, of course, because to us, we want the world to keep going around. And I would hate to be the only person that stood up and fought or tried to fight and lose all those things. Well, I mean, even those things don't freaking matter, but, losing your livelihood, losing your ability to feed your family. But it is crazy that we are floating on a bunch of dirt in the middle of an ocean that was given to man freely by the Creator. And it's funny that we are here paying rent and bills on this goddamn land that was not created by us. We are being abused and robbed of our wages in a land floating in the sea. Again, floating in the sea. That was not created by any of us. It was created by someone else. So it's asinine to me that another group of people have the ability to subjugate us all against each other, rob us of our wages. It's crazy that we give consent to these things, and that's the problem. People keep giving consent. And to the YouTubers, again, I'm tired of you guys. And I used to love, the entertainment factor that would come from watching Demolition Ranch, that would come from watching the Yankee Marshal, that would come from Iraq Veteran, that would come from Colion Noir, that would come from Mr. Guns and Gears, Guns and Gadgets, that would come from Kettle Boy. All these different YouTubers. I watch all these people. Hank Strange. Look, I've watched all their content, and it is. It's very entertaining. But at some point in time, like I said before, these guys, they have to stop being freaking entertainers and start being actual fighters. You don't have to call for violence. You don't have to call people to arms to go and actually fight, but you need to call people to arms, man. You need to tell people to draw lines in the sand. Tell people it's time to galvanize the freaking base. It's time to come together. You're not going to fight against social media and the media and the liberals and everyone else. You're not going to fight against all these people divided. You're not going to. And then when you all get united, then it's time to go to all the people who were not a part of you as well, and try again to talk to them as well. It's you probably don't understand just how frustrated I am. There's like so many things I just want to voice. Even though I'm outside in my garage, man, my workshop, I'm outside in my speakeasy where I feel that I can be myself and say what I want to say and do what I want to do. I have to censor myself because I'm on somebody else's platform. I have to censor myself from, all the things that I really just want to say because apparently we ain't really free. Because let me start saying what I really want to say, you're going to get some knocks on the door, you know. But, it just is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm tired of what it is because people are laying down and taking it. How the hell can some court system rule something that's constitutional and say it's not? It's not a right. You don't have it anymore. How the hell can the Supreme Court decide to say, hey, you don't have a right anymore. We're not going to take up this case. We're not going to do it. But everybody, they just wanted the courts to fight their battles for them. Everybody just wanted the NRA to fight their battles for them. They wanted the Firearm Policy Coalition to fight their battles for them. We want to pay USCCA to fight our battles for us. Look, if I gun someone down in my front yard who was literally trying to kill me or rob me, I shouldn't have to be fighting nothing in court. I shouldn't hear nothing from their damn family. Get your family member and tell them stop out here robbing people. I should not have to go through all of that. So I shouldn't have to pay some group to go and fight for me when something bad happens. Oh, something good happened. Someone came after me. I defended myself, and I'm still alive. I shouldn't have to rely on it. And I get it. The USCCA is a very good organization because they do give you that option, and they do represent you legally when something bad happens, and that's great. But it sucks that we live in a society that is even a thing. The fact that okay, you're not liable criminally, but civilly, we're going to go ahead and come after you. And I've seen some cases. Boy, have I seen some cases. Again, I have to scratch my head at these damn judges and ask, how the hell is this person a judge? How the hell did this person get on the damn bench to justify what the hell they were doing? How the hell is it that you just told this person who defended themselves that they have to pay Pookie and Ray Ray's family members and they have to risk financial ruin to actually pay these people what they're asking because Pookie and Ray Ray decided to get themselves shot and killed on your property while trying to rob you of your stuff and you shot them 17 damn times. Seems like you did the world a favor getting rid of Pookie and Ray Ray. Because Pookie and Ray Ray or whoever else shouldn't have been doing the crap that they were doing. And I know some of this is a little off topic, but listen, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating to watch what the hell is going on. And just to sit by and take it, I'm literally tired of it. And I'm oh boy, it's sad. It's really sad, and it's even sadder that you don't have more people like James Yeager. You don't have more people like Heath Ridge, Valley Ridge, a gentleman from Valley Ridge and his wife. Brain farts again. I'm freaking frustrated. Forgot his name. Uh, you know the gentleman. But it's just sad that we have more cowards out here and more opportunistic people who just want to make money off of desperate people than we do people who actually want to fight. But again, fellas, and everybody else, man, you actually gotta get into a fight. Right now is the time to fight. And if your brother right here is telling you, it must be serious.